So it's Mascot Friday, everybody.
Hey, it's Friday. It's the weekend. Get your drink in and play Cool World. Yeah, we put up a poll. 10 mascot platformers for the NES, one of which was DuckTales. One of my favorite games, one of the best games of all time. DuckTales came in dead last. What won tonight is Cool World, MC Kids, and Yo Noid.
God bless y'all.
Alex just made a motion like he was trying to pet the microphone to calm it down.
It was more I'm motioning towards the microphone that I'm proud of it because I guess the microphone represents our voters who are wonderful.
Good, yeah, the vote went about what I expected, and we were going to have to play these games eventually, so let's get to it. This is from our friends at Ocean. The Addams Family game turned out pretty well. It ranked pretty well on our list. It was better than Bubsy, I think.
Okay, so I can't go anywhere other than Cool World. Which is on Cool World Street.
Welcome to Cool World Street. That's the antagonist of the movie, Hollywood. She wants to seduce Brad Pitt. Because
if she has sex with a human, she turns into a human.
And yeah, Alex made me watch this movie. It was a supreme waste of my time.
I actually feel that, as someone who okay, so I don't hate Ralph Bakshi's work. I actually do like one thing about Ralph Bakshi, and the main thing I like about him is that he gave some of my favorite animators, a job. I like that.
He had some interesting films. Fritz the Cat was interesting in some ways.
I like lizards.
Pretty outdated these days, but
God.
you know how it goes.
Oh god, I hate this. So this plays like trash. It's not good.
How can you say that?
Because I'm playing it, and wow, it's.
All right, I should mention there were multiple versions of Cool World. There was one for the Super Nintendo, one for the Amiga, which may have just been a port of the Super Nintendo one. And then this game, which is its own unique game. I don't think it was ever ported anywhere else. So 92, not many people making NES games, but Ocean, they had the Cool World license. They decided one of the few NES games on the market that year was going to be an adaptation of Cool World.
Which, I can imagine buying the Cool World license because you're like, alright, this is going to be Roger Rabbit, so we got to make a kid's game, it's going to be great, but the movie is not for the children.
The thing is, I wonder if they even realized that when they licensed it. I wonder if they just saw animated film and thought, oh, a good children's game we can make for kids.
Oh, let me in the Slash Club. Come on, guys.
Slash Club is where I belong. Come on.
Well, if you stand in front of there,
you have to solve a puzzle to get in there.
That's bullshit.
I can tell you how if you want.
Yes.
Throw a bomb at that trash can and then push the trash can into the front of the club. Yep, you have multiple weapons you can pick up. They're all limited use. There are cases where you can actually run out of the items that you need.
Yep, just did!
During boss fights, and you have to reset.
Just ran out of my bombs.
If you want to see how to beat this game, the speedrunner Feasel, that's Feasel, I think he still has the world record for this, and it's up on YouTube. Just look up Cool World Speedrun Feasel. I watched it earlier today to get an idea of how to get more than 5 minutes into this game, because you'll never figure it out otherwise.
You're right.
One of those games.
It's...
If you thought the Super Nintendo one was confusing, well...
Oh god, please.
This one is confusing in a different way.
Do I need ink for that? Whatever.
So back to the movie, I remember it kind of being promoted as hey, this sexy kids movie. The commercials at the time very much focused on the animated aspect. And they tried to make it seem like it was a movie for everyone.
Oh, they made it seem like a more risque movie, but they definitely seemed a little bit like they didn't put in anything like, hey, they're like, oh, it's PG-13, it's fine, take your kids, you know, like with superhero movies. And
they were very much going for the Roger Rabbit market, which I think is what both the movie people and the game people were expecting, based on how quickly they licensed it.
Yeah.
What they got was this strange drama where nothing much happens. There's just a bunch of tunes doing rude stuff.
I'm laughing because that is basically every Bogsy film.
Nothing happens, though.
Well,
it has really cool animation that has no effect on the plot whatsoever.
Yeah,
people just kind of go around talking to each other.
Yeah, there's actually some really beautiful, weird animated bits of heads just randomly rotating in the background and stuff. And that was a bunch of animation commissioned by Bakshi of Milton Knight's work. Milton Knight actually has a lot of animation in it, and it's literally just like random loops that he made that he still had. He's like, I have to have something. Rotating heads in the background of this scene for no reason? Yeah, sure, go for it. My Ralph Bakshi impersonation does not sound like I'm chomping on a cigar and awaiting death enough, though.
Also, hey, Soviet Bear and everyone else just
yeah.
joining us. This is Cool World, and yes, it is very magenta. It does look like those early DOS games that only had pink and cyan, and that was it. Maybe that's what they were going for.
No, God, I fell through. So I'm gonna have to hand this off to you.
And thank you for the sub.
Oh, thank you!
Soviet Bear. Much appreciated. I don't know how this game elicited such a thing.
So I have a thing that happens when I watch Ralph Bakshi films, and I say this as someone who actually is not a total Ralph Bakshi hater. I get something that I like to call Bakshi fatigue, where after watching like Fritz the Cat, or Wizards, or American Pop, or Hey Good Lookin', or my personal favorite, Heavy Traffic, I always feel tired and just kind of exhausted afterwards. Like, I want to take a nap. And I'm not sure that's,
This movie did kind of exhaust me.
Yeah!
So did Fritz the Cat, for that matter.
Yeah! I don't know
Those
if
are the only Bakshi movies I've seen. And aside from those, the only other Bakshi thing I've seen is that weird episode of the Ren and Stimpy Adult Party cartoon, which is basically a 2-part, 1-hour puff piece on Ralph Bakshi.
Well, I mean, it makes sense since...
yeah, John Kay was really into him. He was a big influence.
Well, that's because John Kay was... His first boss in an animated series was Ralph Bakshi. John Kay worked on the Mighty Mouse cartoon, which was Ralph Bakshi's The New Adventures of Mighty Mouse. A lot of good animators worked on that.
He owed him. He was looking for some payback.
That was his into the... I think that was the first series he ever worked on, and from there he did a few other things, and then he went on to Ren and Stimpy.
Wasn't this one of Bakshi's last things, actually?
Cool World? God, was it? Yes.
He may have just wanted to get out of the industry after this. It was such a clusterfuck in every way.
He did do one or two small things after, and he did have a film that was, that he got funded on Kickstarter, which I don't even know if it's done or not, but the film that he had kickstarted is not very well received.
I know that Kickstarter was pretty popular for a while.
Yeah, and it's just...
We've got recommendations for Fire and Ice and the Lord of the Rings movie.
The Lord of the Rings is wild. I do like... Oh, I can just push this in front of you. Fuck off.
Yeah, eat that garbage.
Eat it!
The thing is, I think if you take a death, it gives you an extra bomb.
Okay, I may do that. Hey!
That's one of the things Fiesel does in his speedrun. At the very beginning, the first thing he does is he loses a couple lives, so he gets more bombs. Yeah, it gave you a bomb.
Okay, let's try again. Oh god.
It's like the game knew you would be in an unwinnable situation, and it just kind of gave you extra items. Right there. No, that's too close.
Like here?
Yeah, that should do it. It's a really big arc.
Alright, let's try this. Yellow!
Oh, there you go. Now push it to the left. Because it's on fire, you see. And they go, oh, a trash can that's on fire. Hey, you did it!
Oh, I made it into the bar! The Cool World bar.
Now I dare you to figure out what's going on here.
Okay, so first of all, that guy looks really cool. That's actually one thing I don't like about Cool World is that for such a film that I do not enjoy watching, it has some really great character and fun character designs, like...
Those were stink lines on the trash can. And yeah, that's the first puzzle you have to solve in the game. It doesn't give you any kind of hint as to what you're supposed to do. You just take one of these limited use items,
Can I...
throw it at a background object, and then...
Am I not able to...
I don't think you can hurt him.
Oh,
Again...
there's an item up there. Maybe I should get that item.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't get the item all the time, because sometimes it can electrocute. Okay, I see what I need to do.
Oh yeah, you gotta avoid the neon lights, if that's what that is. I think you can jump on the windowsills.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that right now. God fucking Cool World, get your electrician. God damn it, Cool World's electrician.
I'm glad Alex is here to provide the everyman experience of playing this
God,
game.
I feel like that.
I watched a speedrun specifically to figure out how to get more than 2 minutes into this game. And if you don't know what to do or have prior experience with this game, you're gonna play just like Alex is.
You will!
You're going to play confused, you're gonna get angry.
just getting upset. So yeah, the plot of Cool World is that you're a cop, and you're a cop in the Toon universe. You died in the 40s or 50s, and in the afterlife you got put into the Cool World. The Cool World is a place where all cartoons live. Any doodle, anything you draw exists in or anything that's ever been drawn exists in this realm known as Cool World. Now, Cool World and cartoons cannot mix with reality, but one lady, Hollywood, is horny to become a human.
Hollywood, if she could. That was the movie's tagline.
Mm-hmm. And what she wants to do is fuck.
Yeah,
and
she gotta fuck someone in order to cross over into the human world.
And she keeps trying to fuck this cop, this Toon cop, who's a human in the Toon world.
You can clearly see this plot reflected in what Alex is doing right now.
And eventually, a convict goes to jail, and he draws a horny cartoon. That would be Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And Hollywood comes out of the cartoon and is like, hey, big boy, come to the Cool World, and I'm gonna fuck you. And she does. And she becomes a human, and reality tears itself kind of asunder. Now, this you might say, well, this may sound... Yeah, I know. You may be like, well, this sounds like
a movie I want to see.
Well, not that. You're like, well, this actually sounds like, well, this sounds like maybe like too horny or something, but at least it's interesting. No, here's the thing. It's boring as hell to watch.
It really is.
It's really
That's
boring.
the unfortunate part. It has such a great concept. They could have gone really gonzo with it, but they didn't.
Like, they
It's like the studio wanted them to go further, and then they were like, no, pull it back a little. No, go further. No, pull it back a little bit. They couldn't decide whether they wanted Roger Rabbit or some adult thriller, and that's what you end up with.
Hate this. Okay.
And then, after watching that movie,
enough.
after sitting through that, what you hear at the end is an original song by David Bowie. He sings about the real cool world.
I love that! It's a cool world.
And you made it! You made it into the first level, the sewer!
I hate
So after
this
all
game.
that bullshit of solving puzzles and doing that ridiculous platforming in the bar, your reward is a giant sewer maze. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you for buying this game. If you're a kid who saw Cool World in theaters, double fuck you.
Well, if you're a kid who saw Cool World in theaters, you may have gone with your parents, and you may have had the worst time of your life.
Your parents may have needed to talk to you afterwards.
Like, please.
Give you the talk. Both the sex talk and the bad movie talk.
And the Ralph Bakshi talk. Like, okay, listen.
Sometimes there's perverted animators who make real bad movies. It's just the thing that happens, kid. Sorry.
I guess, God, Paramount, that does make sense. I guess maybe he would still have a contract with them. I like the story behind the making of his Mighty Mouse, of the Mighty Mouse TV show that he did, was that he went to John Kay, because, I forget how he and John Kay met, I think, at Filmation, because John Kay used to actually, I'm remembering, and I was actually wrong, John Kay's first cartoon on TV was not New Adventures of Mighty Mouse. It was really, really awful, that really awful Droopy Dog Tom and Jerry show that I think I showed you, where he's doing the disco and he's like, look at me, I'm doing disco.
I'm sad and doing the disco dance.
And at one point, it's a really bad cartoon, and I guess Ralph Bakshi and him became friends somehow. I completely forget.
Those Crocs are cool.
They're really cool. There's a lot of really cool design here, except for the gameplay and other things. That design is not so good.
Yeah, I looked it up. This game doesn't have credits. I assume this is just the Ocean Dregs team at this point. Maybe the people who made Addams Family for NES, which again is a completely different game from SNES Addams Family. But just imagine being forced to work on this. First of all, these people probably had to watch the movie. That's punishment enough. And then you have to make a game based on what you saw. Now that's a challenge. You watch Cool World, what do you think? What kind of game would you make out of that? I would say don't license this. License something else.
Anything else. So, like, what Ralph actually did was, when he wanted to do a TV series, he went to John Kay and was like, hey, let's do Mighty Mouse. So he went to CBS, who currently owns Mighty Mouse, and we're like, hey, we're gonna do a Mighty Mouse series for you. And they're like, cool, do it immediately. And he's like, great, we already have a whole bunch of episodes made. And then he went outside John Kay's house and was like, hey, could you get me some animators from CalArts? I have to do a TV series now.
Cool, it works.
It worked, yeah.
Smeb says, we'll have the Don Bluth talk when you're older. Yeah, these parental talks went in stages.
Oh, God.
Now, you just saw Cool World, you're very confused, so we're definitely not going to take you to see Pebble and the Penguin. That is way worse, way more confusing, somehow.
Well, I died, and I'm out of lives, and I hate this game.
It's game over for you, sucker.
I like that it's
Hollywood's famous catchphrase.
Alright, you have to try a little bit, too.
Oh my god, alright.
Yes, there was a controversy with Mighty Mouse. I'm actually surprised this was the controversy, not the what happened, and not the episode. Okay, let me try that sentence again. I'm kind of scatterbrained today. So, Mighty Mouse, The New Adventures of Mighty Mouse had an episode where, Mighty Mouse scrunches up a bunch of dried flowers and smells them, and it very much looks like, to many people, it looked like cocaine. That Mighty Mouse went and sniffed a bunch of cocaine. Ralph Bakshi, John K., everyone on the series denies it was supposed to be cocaine. And here's why I actually believe them. If it was cocaine, he would have had bugged out coke eyes and other things, and like if they're gonna do
John K. wouldn't have been able to resist doing
Yeah, because here's the thing, they let John K. and Milton Knight and a whole bunch of other really cool animators. I think Mike Kazola even worked on it.
Milton Knight, where have I heard that name before?
He animated Robotnik for the
Oh,
yeah,
the butt guy. He's the butt guy.
He's the hot ass.
He's the guy
animator
who gave Dr. Robotnik a big sensuous ass in the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Because he likes big juicy asses. That's literally the reason.
He does! He really loves asses. And, I mean, he actually has a lot of, he did some furry comics for a while, and they're all about a lady's just really big furry ass.
You hire an ass man, you get asses.
Mm-hmm. I feel bad. Like, I just want to say, I really do like Milton Knight's work. He's a really good, fun animator. But I don't want people to just think that he's just an ass guy. He's actually quite good, especially when it comes
There's more to him than ass.
There is more to him than ass. Thank you. But no, actually, the show was actually a little controversial and for a while because it had a fairly openly gay portrayal of all characters, Gandy fucking Goose.
Oh yeah, Gandy Goose was super gay in that show.
Yeah, and that's because they had the rights to a lot of this old, oh god, who's Gandy? They had the rights to a bunch of old Terry Toons since Mighty Mouse was, I think, part of the
Smell my garbage.
Terry Toon stuff. And yeah, so they got the rights to Gandy Goose and Sourpuss and things like that, and John K. made them as gay as possible, including using old clips from the original Gandy Goose cartoons, being like, oh, he found the gayest clips he could find to be like Gandy Goose.
Alex, this part really sucks.
I fucking told you.
I didn't anticipate how much this part would suck. Got any Gandy Goose fans out there? We're not talking about Cool World anymore, but that's okay. I really get tired of talking about Cool World. Basically, it's a movie where you should see it if it looks interesting to you, and then you never have to wonder about it again. It is not an enjoyable... Fuck!
I'm only laughing because someone else gets to suffer. I gotta look at chat now, too.
That's that one pixel you have to land on up there while these lights are not electrifying you. And it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah, Bakshi did work at Terry Toons early in his career. He did Heckle and Jekyll, he did a lot of things. He actually worked for Paramount as well. He actually had a few animated shorts that were submitted for an Academy Award nomination. They sucked, by the way. He did some okay, interesting stuff in for Paramount for a while. It was when Terry Toons was, because I say Paramount, but Paramount owned Terry Toons at the time, and
How did you get past this? Was it luck?
Okay.
Was it skill?
Baby, it's all skill. It was skill and luck.
The thing is, your jump doesn't stop when you stop hitting the directional pad. He just keeps on going. So you have to rock between left and right in order to get him to land just so on that tiny little platform. And this is all so you can go into the sewer maze. This is an insult.
It's hard, isn't it? I don't know if this is going to be the worst game on the list. I don't hate it as much as I hate Family Dog.
It'll be up there with Family Dog.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Sure. This is one of the worst we've played.
I think this is definitely in the Captain Novolin range.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I know.
This kind of rules how bad it is. This is the first thing you make people do in your game. Feel for these guys. They weren't going to get credited. They were probably getting very little pay. They had to work with the Cool World license of all things. And watching the movie is its own demoralizing situation.
It's not super fun. Like, it has a lot of really cool animation, and it has some fun...
It does look pretty neat sometimes.
Yeah, and it has some good character designs, and it has, like, just some really nice stuff here and there, but it's like a lot of Ralph Bakshi. What's good about it isn't the whole piece, it's like the little parts of it that are good. I think he was, God help me, my biggest, hottest take is that he did a lot better as a short animator than he does doing, like, full-length films. Also, he wanted this to be a live-action film, and they wouldn't let him.
You gotta put some tunes in there. Make them horny.
He did another movie that he wanted to be a live-action film. That was Hey Good Looking. And then halfway through, they're like, actually, no. Hey, you did it!
I did it! I'm in the sewer, finally! My dreams have come true. I'm here with my people. The crocodile people. Alright, so this is still the first stage. There's 5 levels, but it doesn't matter because this is going to be the only one you see. The thing is, levels 3 and 4 all take place in these cartoony universes. You see this forest filled with colorful flowers, you see this cartoony city with all these wacky-looking buildings, but all you're gonna see of this game is the sewer. Because it's impossible, and no one's ever gonna be patient enough to figure it out, unless you're speedrunning it. Luckily, some people have, so I'm gonna try and get to the boss if I can remember the route. And again, this is a huge teleporter maze. You get sent back and forth. There's all these hidden items, areas to find. Would be fun in any other game, but this is Cool World. Oh, there's hidden blocks too. Glad to see they're taking the Lost Levels approach for level design.
Only the best for Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah, he deserves it. Now, the Fritz the Cat Famicom game. Now that's a thing. It was released as a week of Fritz the Cat. Turns out a week is way too much Fritz the Cat.
Absolutely not! I will not be spending a week with Fritz the Cat. Fucking
now look, he's only a little racist compared to the 70s stuff that was out there at the time.
Jesus. And he's only a little racist compared to some of Ralph Bakshi's other films, too.
Watch out for that thing. It's the sewer owl. Don't get hit by the sewer owl. Oh, here you have to do precision platform jumping in a 3/4 angle view over these tiny, tiny platforms. Look at this. Does this look fun? Does it, really? Does this look like something you'd want to play?
Yeah, fanboy, that's exactly what I was thinking of. That is definitely his most problematic movie.
This movie's a problem. I wouldn't want to watch this.
Do you want to watch any of these? And let me watch them for you. I'll watch this, I'll watch his Terry Toons era, which... It was wild because there was a time period in the 60s when Terry Toons got a new, I forget who was running Terry Toons at the time, but they were like, fuck it, we're gonna just keep going through a whole bunch of new bunch of wild, bold animators to change our department, and then they'd be like, wow, all these new, bold animated features you do aren't selling for some reason because it's like the animation short is dying in theaters, so we're gonna switch again, and yeah. They somehow went through enough animators that they got Ralph Bakshi. They actually had Gene Deitch work for them for a while.
I'm glad they started me before that part, after I got through with all that platforming. This... oh. Ironically, there's not a single cool thing about Cool World. Not the movie, not the games.
Yeah, CBS does, yes, Electric Boogaloo. CBS does currently own Terry Toons, but at the, during the 60s is what I'm specifically talking about when he worked at Terry Toons.
Alright, I got half a life left, and then we're gonna have to call it. I tried to get to the first boss, but... well, if you want to see it, you can play this game. Just download Cool World for your NES emulator today. And you too can learn to hate yourself. It's game over for me. And I'm a sucker. Thank fuck that's over with. Cool World, your judgment awaits. But let's move up a little bit.
Alright,
let's move on to a game that's not as terrible as Cool World. Let's play Yo Noid.
Yeah, they did take over Terry Toons back then, but Terry Toons still was under its own operation at the time. It wasn't really kind of under their edict and whatnot. It was just they had the rights.
Yes, you should listen to these warnings in the chat. Don't download Cool World.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make you suffer.
At least that's what I read during. I've been reading up on it from Cartoon Research has been doing. They have a whole really long retrospective on Terry Toons and the Terry Toons shorts, and I recommend reading it actually. Okay, so now I have to go on to Yo Noid, huh?
Yep. I saw there was an intro though, so I want to wait and see that. I'd never seen it.
Okay.
So this is the attract mode, as it were. If you're unaware, this is a localization of a Famicom game. What was it called? Ninja Hanamaru or something? Anyway, what they did is they just swapped out the sprites, and now it's a game based on the Domino's Pizza mascot, the Noid. How many of y'all remember the Noid? Any of y'all old enough, or is it just us?
It's just us.
Yo, Noid update! Wild creatures are assailing the city. Mayor knows the Noid has the power to stop him. And he will try. Oh, that's the story. Alright, the Noid has weapons and he will use them. Alex, take that Noid on his rampage.
Yeah, I did, Video Game King, I did increase the size of the Yo Noid, in particular, because it had a lot of, what is that thing on the bottom?
Overscan crap.
Overscan, thank you. And it was kind of flashy, and I was like, I don't want to see that. So, Yo Noid, not used as a mascot anymore. Oh, I can never get past this part. This game is really hard.
Rob Soros asks, what led their decision to make this kind of mascot for their pizza place? Because if you don't remember, the Noid was someone who would steal your pizza. He was an antagonist. He was someone who had to be foiled in all these commercials.
So like a Trix Rabbit, Frito, Bandito type.
Yeah. The phrase was, avoid the Noid. You had to make sure the Noid didn't eat your shitty Domino's pizza. It's worth noting Domino's Pizza gotten way better since then. It's also way cheaper. It has overtaken Papa John's as the definitive cheap, good pizza.
Yeah, like, it's...
Papa John's was never good. We just put up with it because it was cheap.
That's actually...
And now Papa John's is out there blaming the Noid for declining sales. He says the Noid's taking all my pizzas.
He's demanding that he's... A whole bunch of fucking Noid fans are like really big on Papa John's now, and he's like, he had to go like, hey Noid, please don't buy my pizza.
Actually, Papa John's is cultivating his own army of Noids. That's how he's gonna fight back against Domino's. He's gonna bring it back, only the Noids are actually going to steal Domino's pizza. It's not like an advertising thing. Yeah, it plays okay. The controls are alright. It's a little bit limited. He has this strange yo-yo attack. And the thing is, if you can't land on these platforms if they're engulfed in water, even if it's just like a couple of inches of water, the Noid will die.
Also, I think the Noid, someone, sorry, I'm trying not to look at chat while I play a good game. But I think someone mentioned that, yeah, what the Noid does is he is the person who makes pizza bad.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't steal pizza. He makes the pizzas inedible.
Yeah,
that's
so
even stranger.
Like, so it's not like Frito Bandito or the Trix Rabbit or any of those other mascots who like steal the food like Hamburglar. Instead, he makes it bad, which is
you can yo-yo those big scrolls in order to get super magic powers. Not the little ones though.
I see.
Yeah, that was something that was held over from the Famicom game. You see, look at that. It's for that reason and many others that this game isn't as well regarded as other Capcom games. First of all, it's not a Capcom game. They didn't develop it. They just licensed it to release it over here. Important Yo Noid update. I just noticed mayor was misspelled. That's great.
That is good.
There's like 10 words in this game.
Alright, do you want to play or should I play another round?
I'll play now.
Yeah,
you can play more of our final game.
Oh, God. Oh, wait, that's a good game.
Yeah.
That's a decent game. It's better than...
Alright, tell me everyone's favorite Domino's pizza memory. Little Caesars doesn't count, it has to be Domino's. So how do you use these powers? I'm actually not that familiar with this game.
I don't know. couldn't tell you.
Get out the Noid instruction book.
Alright, I'll just pull that out of my large box of Yoid paraphernalia.
Yoid? Are you trying to abbreviate Yo Noid?
Okay,
it's not gonna happen.
Danny, listen.
You ain't special.
Danny.
Only the Noid gets to decide how to abbreviate the Noid.
Okay, you say that, but I'm a big fan. I'm a big member, big time fan in the Yo Noid fan community, and we call him the Yoid. Like, you know, it's like the short.
You don't want to waste the time saying yo. You just go Yoid. It's like YOLO for a new generation.
We call ourselves Yoids.
Freaking Yoid heads.
Yeah, I haven't had Little Caesars in a while because I can't really, like, eat a lot of gluten or else, like, I feel really awful. But,
Yeah, pizza's pretty bad for gluten. I'm sad you can't eat crazy bread anymore.
Oh my god, that was the thing I missed the most. I miss crazy bread so much.
Used to be I could go walk to the grocery store when I was in college, buy some real shitty food for the week, and on the way back pick up some crazy bread from Little Caesars. Son of a bitch, really?
It's hard.
It's the first level! So I have fond memories of Little Caesars, but wait, this isn't Little Caesars, this is Domino's. Well, relating to Domino's, I did eat Domino's last night, and I had reheated Domino's pizza today, and it reheats pretty well. I'd say it was about a 6 out of 10.
Yeah. Agreed. God, now I'm just thinking of all my pizza memories.
Also, people have noted there is a Yo Noid 2, which I still haven't played. It's apparently really great.
I need to play that too, yeah.
It seems pretty essential for fans of Mascot platformers.
Okay, Smebs, Crazy Bread is just breadsticks. They're just garlic breadsticks, but
But it's all in this loaf that you have to pull apart. Oh, it's so good.
And it has, like, a really good marinara sauce, and it's, like, dripping in butter, and it's just... Listen, Crazy Bread is awful for you. It's just, like, shoving... I think someone just once described it as a marinara sauce delivery system.
Yeah.
But it's I love it. I fucking love Crazy Bread.
I'm gonna beat the first level of this game. Anyone know what the Japanese one, what the main character's weapon was? I'm guessing it's not a yo-yo. It looks like something they just kind of hacked in.
Wait, stop everything. What's this about an animatronic Crazy Bread at Little Caesars Funhouse?
What?
Tra-la-la,
Is there a Little Caesars amusement park I didn't know about?
what is this? I went to Little Caesars so much and I never saw anything cool, aside from, like, one of them had one of those, like, memory machines where you had to repeat a pattern, and if you did well, you could get a free pizza, and I never got a free pizza, and I tried once, and it was so hard that I'm like, fuck this. Well, thank you. I can't believe that!
I like places that let you gamble for pizza. That's pretty good. Okay, that happens. That fish will kill you if you stop there for a second, so don't stop there.
Okay, I need to not do research while I'm supposed to stream, but I have got to look that up. A Little Caesars answer to Chuck E. Cheese.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
See, that's a place I'd go to.
Everyone is, and literally everyone, I mean every single solitary person in chat, they're all commenting about the one place where you die.
Yeah, I don't learn.
Because the fish bite you crotch.
Yeah.
Okay, remember,
that's how all
fish bite crotch.
That's how all the
Watch
Noid
out.
commercials ended. The fish would come up and bite him on the crotch.
Watch out.
He'd go, "Arg, me nuts." Everyone remembers the Noid's famous catchphrase, "Arg, me nuts."
Apparently, if you press down and B, you can do the special attack. Thank you, Eisenberg.
Down and B. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you have experience with this. What?
You got owned.
I was right at the end. Alright, let's find us a weapon and use it. It's embarrassing. We've beaten games on this stream. We got further in Cool World than we did in this game. Okay, that's an earthquake. Not especially helpful.
It looked like it took that fish off the screen, I think. Or did that fish just retract?
He got bored.
Same. Seems about right.
Did you say same?
Yes! I didn't mean to. I meant to say...
The truth comes out.
Well...
You were bored with the Noid. Most people are merely annoyed.
It's awful. I think that Pizza Hut was better than Domino's in that era.
Yeah, they got that stuffed crust.
Pizza Hut was...
Reggie from Nintendo flew in and made the Bigfoot pizza with his hands, and they were like, wow, revolutionary.
What I liked about Pizza Hut is that I could get free pizza by reading books.
Ooh, yeah. These fish! These freaking... No, we're not going on.
Danny, you're getting owned.
We're not moving on until I go to the pizza eating contest.
Oh, Smaps, I know what you're talking about. That live action animation combo movie with, yeah, it's called, I want to say, Smaps, it's called The Girl with the Red Truck. There it is. Girl with the Red Truck, you got it. It's real interesting. The girl in the Girl with the Red Truck is actually... I'm sorry, it's the girl in the red truck. The girl in it is actually his daughter? Niece? It's a relative of Charles Schultz.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Noid.
No!
It's a relative of the Noids.
Yes, the Noid!
She's the only one who can stop her maniacal father.
Oh, God. I would exist on Pizza Hut in the summer due to Book It. God bless Book It. It's the only way I got, like, so much garbage.
I think this is the furthest I've ever gotten.
Okay! Hey!
All right.
We did it! We beat the first level!
And now here's the twist. At the end of the level, you have to play a bullshit minigame. The pizza eating contest. I think this is kind of, you want to make the last draw sort of deal. Oh no, wait, you have to beat the number that your opponent picks. It's some kind of strange Japanese game that they just sort of adapted here for no real reason. It's a draw. I guess something similar would be the word games in the Wagon Land series. We normally wouldn't see this over here in the States. Either the games wouldn't have them or they'd just outright delete them. Oh, we got 3.
How are you supposed to win against that?
5?
Man, what's worse, Papa John's or CC's?
Ooh, CC's. CC's by a mile. CC's will make you sick, or at least me.
I've definitely gotten sick at CC's, but...
They make a lot of pizza, they can't be bothered to cook all of it.
Here's the thing, though. If I'm eating at CC's, I know what I'm in for. Like,
yeah.
I'm not... Let's not play around here. If you're eating at CC's...
Last time I went to CC's, we stepped in the door, and the first thing we heard over the really loud radio was the opening note of Rush's Tom Sawyer. And we were like, okay, let's do this shit. Let's get sick on pizza and listen to Rush.
Okay, so you can use hot sauce, which eliminates their play, or you can use the double card, which doubles your whatchamacallit.
Okay, so there's a little bit of strategy.
Yeah, there's strategy here. Sorry, I've been just talking about CC's, and apparently it's good to... The trick later in the game is to try to tie him.
I thought you were gonna give me a trick to not get sick at CC's.
There is no trick to get... This isn't like Taco Bell where there's a trick to not getting sick. The trick to not getting sick at Taco Bell, by the way, and this is something that our roommate taught us, thank you.
It's the Baja Blast.
It is, and it works, though!
It's like an antidote to the Taco
Yeah,
Bell food.
I actually don't get super sick on Taco Bell when I have a Baja Blast with it. It's great.
Yeah, we got the fast food strats here. Fuck that, you don't get a 3.
Fucking... Ides of Merch is screaming, please use double than 3.
Double than 3, okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, they really want you to use that.
No problem, let's do that. Okay, alright, so they do give you an advantage by having these cards that double your output. Double the pizza, double your fun. You're dead, Anti-Noid. I win this pizza eating contest.
You won! Congrats!
Thank you. It's the first time I've ever done that.
I don't know if there are any strats to survive CC's other than... Fuck it, who said not the only strat is to not go? Someone said that. Sorry, I chat scrolled. But yeah,
just go and stuff all the pizza under your seat. Pretend like you're eating it. Actually, don't. The employees probably won't
That's not
appreciate
fair.
that.
Oh, please don't
There's
be
a ton
mean.
of kids there. They have to do that enough.
I was gonna say they have to. They have like so many school groups go there. Please don't be mean to CC's employees.
Why are all these places for singles only?
Well,
It's a swinging town for the Noid.
I don't want to think about that.
Singles and open-minded couples only.
Oh, I hate this.
Imagine the Noid saying that with his face.
No! And the worst thing is, I bet Awesome Possum is there too.
Oh yeah.
You know he'd be into that.
Whoa. Also, big ups for making the second level an ice level. That's great.
Pretty cool. Oh, Peter Piper Pizza!
Oh yeah, I used to have that all the time. Now that was cardboard pizza.
God, that... Was it as bad as, like... CC's is less, like, cardboard and more just, like... despair? Okay, maybe I used to eat at CC's a lot during, like, the worst time of my life, so I may be associating that just with CC's, but...
It's terrible pizza.
Terrible pizza for terrible times.
Hey,
CC's.
that magic came in handy. Oh, but now I gotta get past this guy. This game's not super polished. You can very much tell it's just a forgotten Famicom game that wouldn't be worth anything if not for the Noid. Japan just made a lot of these games. You just put out anything for the Famicom and you make money. And it's in this case that we got lucky enough to see one of those games.
Like...
How fortunate for us.
Yes, very lucky to be able to have the opportunity to play the
Look at me.
Noid.
I'm a Noid speedrunner.
Yeah, the best part about... Cole Coyote mentioned the best part about Peter Piper is the arcade, and...
Oh, they had a great arcade in mind. They had a Star Wars pinball machine. They had eSWAT.
Have you ever been to a CC's with an arcade?
Yes, the one that I went to with the Rush and the Tom Sawyer. They had Nicktoons Racing.
The one where I lived on the outskirts of Houston had they had that Sega Dinosaur card game.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You could print out cards and everything. They also had The Simpsons and, of course, Target Terror.
Target Terror is a must for any modern arcade.
You can't escape it anymore. If you're just like, you're going to have 3 different arcade machines. One of them's going to be Target Terror. You're at a bus stop, Target Terror.
If not Area 51, then definitely Target Terror. Target Terror is there if your arcade operator updated their arcade in the last 10 years. Otherwise, it's Area 51.
Yeah, that's it. Dinosaur King. That was the game they had. That game was cool. I never actually played it, but it looked really cool.
Well, I made it to level 3 of Yo Noid. We'll discuss this later. It is better than Cool World, to say the least. They put in an American flag, because that's how you can tell this is an American game. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
America. Watch out for the Noid. Avoid him.
Oh, he had his famous pizza crusher there for a second.
It's gonna make your pizza terrible. All right.
Let's finish things up
good,
here
huh?
with, without a doubt, the best game of this stream. This is MC Kids. Not Mick Kids. They had to change it. So first of all, notice these very, very quick credits here. This game is by Greg Tavares and Darren Bartlett.
There we go.
That's it. Just those 2 guys. They only had 1 artist between them and 1 programmer. And they made this game, and it's actually really good. And it's even more impressive when you consider it's just 2 people who had very little time to work on it. Oh, why don't you play?
Yeah, I actually would like to play this game. So
I know this because Greg Tavares has a website where he dishes the dirt on all of his projects, including one of his later games, Gex.
Oh yeah. Oh, so this is in the Gex lineage.
Yes. Yeah, the creator of Gex. Not the creator of Gex, one of the level designers. One of his first games was this one.
Okay, so they're both reading a book about how Ronald's showing off his magic bag at a picnic, and then Ronald just shows up to their house. Oh no, the Hamburglar took the magic bag. Search the levels, okay.
So being released in the wake of Mario 3, this has some pretty obvious influence. It's got the overworld, basic style of gameplay. But it's pretty nice. It's 8-way scrolling. Oh, it's just so nice to see a game that runs at 60 frames per second after the Mycronic stream.
It's got some nice animation.
The thing is, yeah, play it long enough, you'll see it's a decent game. They actually made an okay original game for the NES. Westerners did. That never happens.
Exactly.
You let Westerners make an NES game, you end up with fucking Back to the Future or some shit.
Cool World.
Or Cool World.
Oh, I'm going fast. I'm going real fast.
Yeah, he has a Sonic-like momentum. You don't have a run button, he just gains speed.
I know where I'm going. Back at the front level, never mind. Whee, his little legs.
Mycronic's kids, don't even joke.
Oh,
That'd be
that's
horrible.
awful, please.
Yeah, the thing is, like Merch said in chat, the programmer of this game is super proud of his work, and for good reason, because he made this really large game. It has several dozen levels. And the thing is, the object is not just to beat the levels, but as it said at the beginning of this world, you have to collect cards that are within these worlds. So there's an exploration aspect to it, too.
Yeah, and I totally missed that card. I wasn't even paying attention.
It's fine. We're not here to beat Mick kids, we're just here to bury it. I also think it's funny because I was rewatching some old Angry Video Game Nerd stuff, and like his third episode was about Mick kids. And it was really just because of the strangeness of having a McDonald's game. He couldn't find anything bad to say about it.
Yeah, it's a fine game.
It's got all these secrets to find. It's got one-hit deaths, but it's not too vicious in terms of difficulty.
Like, yeah, this game really lucked out being after Cool World.
Oh, Fanboy Master brings up Global Gladiators. That's its own thing. They did make another McDonald's licensed platformer starring the McDonald's kids. I think they are actually the same kids that they were in this game, even. But that one was by the people who would later become Shiny and make Earthworm Jim. And this is just a two-man team at Virgin. Seriously, read that programmer's website and he's all like, I beg them to give us more resources. One more artist, please. Don't force one artist and one programmer to make this massive game. And yet they did, all because this was supposed to be part of a huge promotion. There was supposed to be Happy Meal toys, TV ads, just all sorts of integrated McDonald's advertising for a period of months. So they worked their asses off on this game. And the thing was, right before it was released, McDonald's got cold feet and they said, no, change the name to McKids, let's really de-emphasize our involvement with this game, we wash our hands of it.
Which is weird!
Which is a shame because it's a good game, and they put so much work into it, and they did that expressly for the branding and everything. It could have been a huge hit. But old Ronald McDonald, ruthless businessman that he is, cut this game off at the knees.
Mm-hmm. It really is a shame, because this is fine.
Oh yeah, and Treasure later made a McDonald's game, McDonald's Treasureland for Genesis. That may be the best McDonald's game.
Wasn't there another McDonald's game on the NES, like Donald Land?
Yeah, that was Data East and exclusive to Famicom. Yeah, it was released only in Japan. It was called Donald Land because in Japan, Ronald McDonald is known as Donald McDonald. That's not confusing.
I love Donald McDonald.
I really like that game because speedrunners have completely ruined it. If you watch a speedrun for Donald Land, they just break the scrolling and none of the graphics work right.
I've got a little boat.
Oh, look at that. See, this game's got vehicles.
I like this game.
It's got neat enemies.
It has a lot of really cool exploration elements.
I kind of like the simple backgrounds. They have really good use of vibrant color, as simple as they are. It just looks nice. It's appealing. And again, one artist. One. You need more than one artist.
Yes! They did a good job. They have a lot of little simple animations, and their movements look good. It's so odd that they would...
There's even a little ticker tape minigame at the end, like Mario World.
Boop.
And the high five at the end of every level is good.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays they do a fist bump a la Sonic Forces.
God, I have to play more of that game.
Yes, you do. I beat Sonic Forces earlier today. I had a lot of fun with that game. It is so stupid.
It is, and it's definitely got that corny writing, but you know what?
If you were hoping for the return of Shadow the Hedgehog era Sonic writing, oh my god, it is back. It is back, baby. It is back in a big way. Also, they removed lives, and each level has a ton of checkpoints, and also they're very short. It felt very much unsonic for how not frustrating it was. It was just a very breezy playthrough.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's for...
Oh, there you go.
It feels like in specific it's for it feels like the Sonic Forces is in particular made for one type of fan, and that is... It's a fun game, but it feels like it's definitely made for teens, if that makes sense. And I don't even mean that as a negative. I mean, Lord knows teens need games, and better this than, I don't know.
Yes, Blab, and the Noid is in it. The men drinking coffee are playing through this, and they made the Noid in Sonic Forces.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's real good.
And really, the best thing you can do in that game is dress up your character. You get a hat that says Gamer, you get those shutter shades, you get Crocs, you get sandals with socks.
I put it on I think I put it in the Discord too, but I made Goth Bubsy.
Yeah, you can make Goth Bubsy in Sonic Forces.
It's not hard either. It was real fun. It's a good game. It's not like the best game, and it's not like Super Mario Odyssey, but it's fun. It's fine, and my biggest complaints are actually not the corny story, but occasionally the controls are way too slippy and things like that. That's my only complaint.
We see people talking about OCs. Yeah, that is a big thing with Sonic fans and teens in particular. It's a thing we laughed at on the internet in years past, but it's actually a big thing. People form their identities based off Sonic, and now Sonic Team, for the first time, is letting those people be a part of canon.
I think that's fine. I think that's
let in Goth Bubsy, let in the Noid, let in Gamer the Rabbit.
Yeah, let in these fun teen things. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's there's nothing wrong.
It really
with
feels like
stuff.
they're finally letting go. Like they finally before now they had some kind of control over it. Like they knew what the fan base was and they tried to harness it. But with this game, they finally just said, fuck it. This is everything they want. This is for you guys.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Sonic Generations felt like it was for the fans, and Sonic Mania feels like it's for the fans. This feels like it's for the fans who get, neglected by Sonic Team.
Yeah, this is for the SatAM fans, for the Shadow the Hedgehog fans.
For the Archie Comics, Echidna Chronicle type comics.
Yeah, if you can name more than 5 Echidnas, you might like Sonic Forces.
And even if
you got Julie Sue, you got Suli Ju, you got Chewy Boo, you got Silly Suey Ju.
You just not know.
Look up the Ken Penders wiki. You'll see all the names of the Echidnas. All I know is Julie Sue.
Julie Sue.
You got 3 cards. You gotta get 3 more.
Yeah, I'll find
You having
them.
fun?
Actually, yeah, I should probably give this over to you, but I don't want to. This is another one of those cases where I'm like, I don't want to give this over. It's just way too... I don't want to give the controller over. It's too fun.
Okay, we're getting testimony from an actual teacher. What the kids play today is Call of Duty, Destiny, Payday 2, BioShock, and clicker games on their phones. That honestly sounds completely 100% accurate.
I was gonna say, the clicker game thing is me. I hate it.
Clicker games is for everyone, though. It's
Yeah,
for
I
everyone
play it
who's
too
sick of
much.
traditional games.
That's what you play.
All I want is the endorphin rush of upgrading stuff. That's
Yes.
all I need. I don't need to play no silly video game. I talk shit, but I play a ton of
I was gonna say,
games.
how many clicker... You play so many clicker games. I do too.
Check out Crazy Taxi Gazillionaire. That's one I'd recommend. That has really good writing in it.
Yeah, there's okay, there you go, I died.
Game
Yeah,
over,
I
let me
haven't
play.
gotten into Gacha Game Hell, and I am... I don't have enough money to get into Gacha Game Hell, not even to spare. So I am stuck in clicker game... Clicker game purgatory, yes.
Now, if this this was released nowadays, it would be a first-person shooter. You'd get loot boxes instead of cards. It would have a recurring payment system. Mm-hmm. Which is a nice way of saying, keep paying us, assholes.
God, Whooper mentions if they made a gacha idol game. No.
That's the dark side.
No. I don't have enough money for that. I'm gonna have to watch like 20 ads, and the worst thing is I will do it too. Oh God. Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
The first level, yeah. I'm trying to think, wasn't there something weird about this game, like a strange prototype or something?
I want to say so, but I don't remember. You could probably get more information on like the cutting room floor about any kind of internal strangeness.
No, wait, this game just glitches out really well. I've seen Xkeeper and other people just try and run glitches on this game.
Yeah, it glitches really interestingly. And again,
one of the creepier ones.
That's probably because it has like 2 or 3 developers or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Very simple gameplay, very simple graphics. They get the job done. I like this. This plays fine. It's a licensed McDonald's game. Weirdly, McDonald's has a pretty good track record with video games. God only knows how. I guess they were willing to spend money on actual developers. Mm-hmm. Bam.
Now I can think about are those really fucked up Klasky Supo Adventures of Ronald McDonald cartoons where everyone looks like a goddamn... They all look like they've been thrown in a dehydrator, which is kind of the Klasky Supo style.
Freaking Klasky Supo characters all covered in dirt. And even the soundtrack's pretty good. Nice and peppy.
Oh.
It's got those Euro arpeggios going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, it's fun, especially when compared to, like, Cool World or Yo Noid.
See, I agree with this. I agree with voting for this. Cool World, I guess we had to play it eventually. You all had us in our in your best interests, I'm sure. You were just trying to say, oh, if you don't play Cool World now, you'll play it later.
That's true.
You'll be even more miserable. This is our 1992 buyer's guide. Buy McKids. Don't buy Cool World.
Please don't buy Cool World for your children.
Okay, any of y'all remember that old parental warning show where they like got together all the hot toys of the year and the ones that they agreed weren't for kids they threw in the trash?
No, I don't. Tell me more.
Is that just a Texas thing?
No. I've definitely seen things like that before, like on the news and things like that, but I don't remember them throwing them into the trash.
They'd have a special where they'd... if the toys were approved for Christian families, they'd put them on a table and be like, hey, buy these for Christmas. And if they were found to promote the devil or magic or something, they'd get thrown in the trash.
Okay, so I have seen a Christian special about bad toys for kids and how they're satanic, but they never said any toys were good for kids in that one.
That's the thing, yeah. They'd always feature video games, and every single one would get thrown in the trash.
Amazing!
I'd get incensed. It was like, this is how we got pissed off in the 80s. We watched those shows before they invented Twitter.
Those are the original hot takes.
Yeah. Oh, Super Mario looks like he worships Satan, so into the trash.
That's so weird! Like, Mario's the least satanic.
I don't know. Have you seen Super Mario's Satanic Rites?
I was gonna say, compared to, like, I don't know, I guess Ghosts and Goblins is a little satanic.
That's pretty satanic. It promotes sex in graveyards.
It does. You shouldn't do that. That's not in God's plan, I would assume.
This game starts and your character is smooching in a graveyard in his underwear. Clearly not for children.
That is very satanic.
Now this next game, Nobunaga's Ambition. Very educational, will make your kids smart.
Do they really do that with some games?
I don't know.
God.
I can only imagine. Yeah, your kids want to play Nobunaga's Ambition. Don't let them play that Mario.
Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf.
I don't know, that has fighting in the title.
That's true.
These birds hate the shit out of me. Let's try that again. Anyway, I've gone way off topic for today's stream, but in my defense, I'm a little loaded. Plus, I just played Cool World.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Danny had a little drink before stream because he had to play Cool World, and can you blame him?
Yeah, I saw the results and then just took my Coke and put a little whiskey in it.
You're like, I'm gonna whiskey it up a bit.
We're gonna have to do this, ain't we? DuckTales. I could have beaten DuckTales in 10 minutes, I'm just saying. You could have seen the complete DuckTales. You would have had a new top 10 game. Honestly, I knew what was gonna happen, though.
Yeah, chat's talking about other news specials, like, that would be about toys that are harmful, like, physically to your kids, because maybe they poke their eyes out, or maybe it's just low quality. Nothing Christian.
Yeah.
That stuff I definitely remember, like, oh, this hot new kid's toy may be dangerous, and...
That's right, they actually used to make fun
What?
of that. What was that?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, it was
there's that
it was a
thing.
return
Okay.
to the beginning of the level
Okay.
block.
Blab just said, you saw Cool World, took your Coke and did a little Mighty Mouse in. Yes, Blab, bless you for remembering the doll that ate little girl's hair. I love Shitty Dangerous Toys. I love Shitty Dangerous Toys so fucking much. Like what?
Okay, so Alex showed me the commercial for that doll. It's horrifying. The way it slowly eats the food, just like... It's not really quickly trying to do anything, it just very slowly and certainly eats whatever is put in its mouth.
Yes!
And just imagining your hair getting caught in that thing, that's horror movie territory. That's some fucking Final Destination shit. I wouldn't want that happening.
And the problem with it is they didn't design the toy to have an easily accessible off switch. So once it starts
this thing would be eating your kid's head, and you have to start clawing at the battery compartment.
Yeah, you have to take out the batteries because
that's terrible.
Because it will not stop the chewing motion until it does not detect an item in its mouth.
Yeah, it'll just keep chewing and cutting until there is nothing to chew or cut.
Which is a terrible, yeah.
I guess toy safety has improved somewhat.
Yeah,
in recent years.
It was a Cabbage Patch doll is what it was.
It
was a Cabbage Patch, like,
so really
terror
little kids
doll.
were getting
I don't
this.
know. Yeah,
little kids would get this, hug it, and to return their affection, the doll would eat their faces off.
God, like...
Alright, I got a few cards, but not enough to beat this first world.
Damn.
There are multiple worlds. The game gets to be pretty challenging. By the end, it's nothing but lava.
Blab is mentioning the girl's hair being... Like, they would sleep with the doll, and then the doll, in the middle of the night, would get some hair in its mouth, and...
Oh, that's even worse!
That's not...
Wake you up and that shit's happening.
That's a terrible toy design! What a terrible toy design! Like...
We hated our children back then.
You'd think that they would at least, like, I don't know, safety test this shit.
Hey, it was Cabbage Patch. We gotta pump that shit out before it becomes unpopular.
Oh god, I'm glad someone... Hulix mentioned my other favorite dangerous children's toy. Fucking lawn darts.
Oh yeah.
Lawn darts were these...
The perennial most dangerous toy.
Lawn darts were giant darts.
They were just daggers you throw in the ground and sometimes your siblings.
Yeah, like they were just large darts that would... you were supposed to, like, kind of...
You hurl at a target on the ground.
Yeah,
kind of like horseshoes, but it's a very large metal pointy thing.
That you're supposed to be thrown around, which is...
I'm just fucking around here. I guess we'll finish up tonight's... Let's go ahead and leave this screen here so we have some background music for our discussion. Turn that down a little bit while you load up the spreadsheet.
I have to stop thinking about...
Oh, you got me thinking about that horrible doll again.
Oh, God. Yes, the Cabbage Patch Snack Time Kid.
That would be it. There are commercials out there, so you can fully envision just how horrible it would be to have that thing eat your hair.
I think my favorite kind, if I'm being honest, my favorite kind of fucked up toy that's like going to like mess up your kids are when people find toys that cuss. And sometimes, like, they're not even really cussing, they're just... Oh, thanks for showing the...
Like how Elmo says Islam is the light.
Man, okay, that wasn't Elmo. That was a random Costco doll that they swore to God said that, which, no. But it was, Elmo said, kill James. And he said, ha ha, who wants to die? That one.
All great news reports that I recommend looking up, especially the one where it sounds like he's saying "Who wants to die?" because he can't be saying anything else.
I'm actually gonna remind me, and I'll.
He
put
laughs
that in
hysterically, and then he goes, "Who wants to die?"
Yeah, I'm gonna actually put the video of that in the Discord because that's one of my favorite news videos of all time. Actually, if you ever want to have a good time, look up news reports about cussing toys because they're all the funniest things on earth.
Some of them parents are just reading too much into it. Others you can really see what they're talking about, and it's hilarious. All right, Cool World, bottom 5, but where?
Okay, worse than Wild Woody.
Certainly.
Worse than Awesome Possum. I say yes.
Yeah.
I say
I would
right
not
above Family Dog.
I would not say worse than Family Dog.
Uh-huh.
Cool World was irritating, bad, but it didn't leave me depressed like Family Dog did. That game just... It had a certain magical power just to make you feel bad for everything after you play it. Cool World, at least you can move on. The psychological scarring is minimal. Family Dog, though, it just does it to me like no other. So good job, Cool World. We have a new second worst game of all time, officially.
I hate it.
Some game might come along to unseat it. Maybe it's Cool World for Super Nintendo.
Maybe.
We'll find out in the weeks ahead. Alright, that was easy. Next up, Yo Noid. So that's an interesting one. Let's start with the Bubsy question. Better or worse than Bubsy?
Controlled a little bit better, but had harder level design. Had some real impossible level design.
Yeah, it had one-hit kills. It was much more simplistic. Actually, they both have one-hit kills.
Yeah, they do.
Bubsy would be more sophisticated. It controls worse, though.
Mm-hmm.
These games are very much on the same level.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go to Arrow the Acrobat. Better or worse? I think worse. I think it would be maybe around the Mr. Nuts level.
We talking Mr. Nuts here?
We're talking Mr. Nuts. I think a little worse than Mr. I think around the Mr. Like, because it's worse than Bubsy. It's definitely worse than Bubsy.
We got 2 lines consecutively that said worse than Bubsy, then better than Bubsy. This is a very contentious game right here. What are we talking about again?
We're talking about Yo Noid.
Oh, okay, of course. Yeah, Yo Noid. It's very simplistic. More so than Bubsy. Yeah, I can't feel good about putting it better than Bubsy, but it's not that much worse.
No, it'd be either around the Arrow, the Acrobat, or the Mr. Nuts range.
Put it between them.
Okay. There we go.
All you Noid fans, you Noid freaks, feel free to submit your complaints to our Discord. We will address them. We'll put the Noid on trial. We'll give him a fair hearing.
So MC Kids.
So MC
MC
Kids.
Or Mick Kids or whatever, yeah.
Definitely better than Bubsy. I feel so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is it better than Bubsy the Woolly Strike Back? I don't think so.
Okay, I
think
actually
it's-
agree. I think it's around the Speedy Gonzales Monster Party, Rocky Rodent area.
I'd feel better about ranking it among Rocky Rodent, Decap Attack, Monster Party. Those are those generally enjoyable games that don't really have any sort of huge flaws.
I'd put it above Rocky Rodent because it has more depth than Rocky Rodent, which is kind of surprising for like a McDonald's game, but it definitely has like more things to do, things to find.
Let's just directly compare it to an NES game. Better or worse than Monster Party? Monster Party, if you'll remember, has tons of crazy charisma. It's it has all these modified parodies of horror movies, and that really makes it appealing, even if the gameplay isn't super great.
I say
MC
better,
Kids, I think it has better gameplay than Monster Party.
It does. It's more fun to play than Monster Party, just gameplay-wise. But because it's like a 2 or 3 dev team, it doesn't have anywhere near like the kind of charisma and things like that. But it's charismatic in its own way, so...
I know we didn't see a lot of MC Kids, I'm sorry about that. There are a lot of interesting mechanics. They do try to make stuff happen in later worlds that isn't in earlier worlds. They try and mix it up. So I'd say, yeah, better than Monster Party. For all its charm, MC Kids just has a ton of variety, a ton of levels. And in terms of doing a lot with a little, you can hardly say more than what 2 programmers accomplished with that game. Or rather, programmers and an artist. And yet that wouldn't be his most disappointing project, that Greg Tavares. It would be Gex later on.
Poor Gex.
That's got to be some sort of hierarchy of disappointment. Having McDonald's back out of the game you're really proud of, and then your reward is to work on Gex. The industry's a cruel one. Well, that was a pretty easy week.
Yeah.
All games pretty easily slid into our rankings. We didn't have any major upsets. I know a lot of people disagreed with our ranking Bubsy that high, but I did enjoy Bubsy a lot. I thought it was better than people gave it credit for, even if it wasn't super great. Now what I really want to do is rate Sonic Forces, because I have a lot to say about that game. But
I do too.
if we want to rank 3D platformers, I think we got to do it right. I've decided that the basis of our 3D mascot platformer list, when and if we decide to make it, the question we ask, is it better or worse than Bubsy 3D?
Ooh, that's not fair.
We're keeping it consistent.
All
Because
right.
Bubsy 3D, as I've said, I don't hate it as many do. I don't hate it as much as many do. But it has a lot of problems. You'd still rather play pretty much anything else other than Bubsy 3D if people wanted you to. It's just like the original Bubsy. A perfect 5 out of 10. And the basis for our next list. So that's going to happen at some point. I don't know when. But Sonic Forces has rejuvenated me. I want to discuss 3D platformers. I like them.
Interesting tidbit about Greg Tabaris from Codeman. They apparently worked on Loco Roco for the PSP.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Wow,
so he stuck around in the industry, and I can only imagine working with Sony is a lot better than working with Crystal Dynamics. So
Yeah.
Good job, Greg, for hanging on all those years. Hope he's still out there making games. Patrons, check your email and our Patreon. You got an important vote to make.
Please vote.
This week we got 4 themes up for vote. You can vote for Rare Super Famicom games, Namco Museum's tour, a single Namco Museum tour, I should elaborate. What was the third one? It was like, shit, I already forgot.
It was a good choice, whatever it is.
Another good choice, and the final choice, Bruce Campbell's PS1 catalog. Because he did voice a lot of characters in PS1 games, and I realized we could put together a stream based on all those games. So far, that is tied with Rare Super Famicom games, so you can be the tiebreaker if you haven't voted yet.
Please.
Or you can pitch in and just crash the party. Be like, fuck you guys, I get the deciding vote. That could happen. Anyway, I'm really excited. It's down between Bruce Campbell and Rare Super Famicom games, both of which I can make a great stream off of.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do that on Wednesday. In the meantime, y'all have a good weekend. Play some MC Kids. It'll surprise you. Eat some McDonald's. Also, McDonald's pay me for telling people to eat McDonald's.
Yeah, Domino should pay us too.
Oh, yeah. Domino's. Papa John's, he should pay us a penalty for making us eat his pizza all those years.
Ralph Bakshi, please
he
don't
owes us
come to my
something.
house. He's gonna throw a brick through my window. I heard you talking shit about Cool World. Bleh. Heard you got tired after you watched every single one of my movies. What's to be expected?
He'll break your window and then he'll point at you and he'll go, fair enough. I hated that shit too. It was terrible to work on. Alright, play McKids, watch Fritz the Cat, do whatever you want. It's America. This is a free country.
This is a free country. Watch all the Ralph Bakshi you want. I'm sorry.
Alright, y'all, we'll see you next week.
See ya.